Hello, my name is Tracy Angeline Theo. On this module, I'm pursuing UI UX as my specialization. On today's presentation, I would like to present my research topic, which is examining emotional design on Spotify features. So there are four main points of this presentation. The first one is introduction, critical review, research method, and data collection and analysis. Now let's begin with the introduction first. There are two main points of my research topic before, which is Spotify and emotional design. Nowadays, music applications have become a common part of daily life, serving as primary means of music consumption for millions. And I choose Spotify, which is a digital music streaming application that been used by million people until now. The second one is emotional design. It's a creation that evokes specific emotional response between user and application. And now, my research problem are the effect of emotional design on Spotify wrapped up and discover music features. Here are my research question and research objective. There are three questions and three objectives I want to pursue on this research. Now let's begin with the second part, which is critical review. So on this part, there are three articles that we need to review. The first article I review are by Alice Basakur, which is the impact of emotional design in UX. The article underscores the significance of emotional design in UX, emphasizing that memorable and meaningful experience go beyond functionality and appearance. So this article has strengths and weakness. The strengths are the article provide a good information and highlight important part, while the weakness is the article lack of evidence or the case study to support the data, and also it needs further exploration on certain part. The second article is by Sudeep Sarma, which is Humanized Music, How Can Design Bring Emotion to the Center of Music Consumption? So this article bridged the gap between music and design, emphasizing the need to humanize music consumption through thoughtful design choice. The strengths of this article are it focus on some platform and highlight some important part, and the weakness are the methodologies used was a bit risky and lack of details. So the third article is Emotional Design and Overview by Cho Feng. It provides an overview of emotional design, emphasizing the need for intentional consideration of emotion in the design process. The strengths of this article are it encouraging multiple perspectives and helpful to support the theories, while the weakness are it lack of detail, same like article 2 problems. And we begin the third part, which is research method. So I use mixed method on this research, which is visual analysis and interview. The first method I'm gonna use for is visual analysis. It's for research objective 1 and research objective 2. So this method is to develop a solid theoretical foundation of the emotional design as well as the Norman theories. And it also allows direct examination of Spotify design elements like user interface, colors, shapes, and others. To do this method, there are three steps of visual analysis, which is observation, analysis, and interpretation. While the method two are the interview. Interview is for examine individuals' emotion and experience, and to obtain comprehension by investigating the nuance and intricate ways that emotional design affects. So now is the last part, which is data collection. So before I begin to analyze the wrapper up and discover music features, I do some understanding of Don Norman theories first. So from these theories, there are three levels of emotional response. The first one is visceral, which is all about the impression, the appearance, anything in front of the eyes. And the second one is behavioral. It states to the function and use of a products and feature. While the third one is reflective, which is where users take the impression of the products. So now is the wrapped up features. So basically when we look at the visual, it tend to use the vibrant color and contrast color to draw the eye, and it also inspires spirit of joy and celebration by the element of the design. So the behavior and reflective is it comes up with font size or Instagram stories, so it could be shared on our social media, and the content was arranged well and valuable. So the second one is the discover music features. As we can see that it's what's opposite from the wrapped up features. It has a clean and organized, easy to browse design and curated playlist and appealing song generate a favorable impression. The behavioral is incredibly functional and easy to use, while the reflective is serve as a reflection of identity, emotion, and personality. Because our playlist is depend on what we likes. Okay, so the second method, which is interview, I do interview around 5 peoples, and there are 6 questions. So the first question is asked about to describe the first reaction when we see the features, and here are their answer. From the answer, it's characterized by curiosity and excitement to see more from it, and it feels like opening present because eye-catching animation and brilliant colors. The second question is about the discover music features, and most of them state that the layout was just fine, simple, easy to use, and right on target. So the third question are, I asked about the content from Wrap Up and Discover Music. Do it evoke any particular feelings? And most of them answered yes. So both feature evoke strong feelings for user in different emotion. While the fourth question is about any change in your music listening habits because the features, and they also answered yes, and they are agreed that the feature had changed their habit. The fifth question is to describe the ease of use and navigation of Spotify, Wrapped and Discover Music. And overall, from the answer, the feature of Spotify Wrap and Discover Music were deemed user-friendly and intuitive by the interviewees. And the last question is about the reflective parts. Do the feature enhance your emotional connection? And from their answer, then they state that they are positively influenced by both features. So now we come to the conclusion. From what I researched, I realized that both features come up with ability and emotional design, which is visceral, behavioral, and reflective. For Wrap It Up, it tend to more focus on the visual, while in Discover Music, it tend to the usability and easy to use. Good design and usability plays an important role to make people impressed. And here are the reference I used for this research. And at last, thank you for listening of my presentation. Bye bye.